Tune in, show us you got New England pride. Show us you've got New England pride. Stand up, shout out, show us you got New England pride. Show us you've got New England pride. New England pride. Hi, I'm Dale LePage.
And I'm Tina Rebilling.
Welcome to New England Pride TV. We have a great show coming at you. Well, actually, all of them are great.
Yes.
But I have a very special announcement that I don't think you even know about yet, and I know our crew doesn't. This year, 2019, New England Pride TV has decided to join forces with Safe Homes and the LGBTQ Asylum Task Force. And I, along with my other friends who run these organizations, will be touring colleges in New England, talking about and educating about New England Pride TV, the Asylum Task Force, and Safe Homes, because I believe that education leads to understanding. So if you would like us to come to your school or organization, reach out to me on Facebook at New England Pride TV. Surprise.
Wow, that is wonderful. It's a great organization.
All right, stay tuned for more coming at you right now. And now it's time for Pride Pets.
Today we feature Cape Cod MSPCA Adoption Center. The MSPCA Angel continues to rescue, shelter, protect, heal, and advocate for more animals than any other American humane organization. They give hands-on care to many thousands of animals each year. They also provide emergency assistance and strategic planning help for animal protection groups across the country and around the globe. They help create lasting change for animals and people.
Our facility has 3 wings: an adoption wing, medical care, and education. We have the space to serve even more animals and for programs that will expand awareness of issues facing animals and pet owners. Active fundraising continues for the building and for the operating expenses. Please reach out to 1577 Falmouth Road, Centerville, Massachusetts. Email capeadoptionsmspca.org.
New England Pride TV is presented by Fallon Health and sponsored by the Hanover Theater for the Performing Arts, Remax Vision, Bay State Savings Bank, Safe Homes, Joseph Gonzalez Doframe, Boston Wedding Photographer, Paul Chase and Interior Design, Nuovo Restaurant, Dr. Frank P. Fetchner Plastic Surgery, The Queen's Cups, Escape Games Worcester, Art Reach, Electric Haze, Bull Mansion, Ellie's Pet Barn, Handmead Taekwondo Center, and Herd Strategy and Storytelling.
Hey kids, we are back. Right now I'm sitting with Shelby Marshall. She is the Senior Vice President of a company called Right at Home. Welcome, Shelby.
Thank you. Such a pleasure to be here.
Now, one of the funniest things was you came here a day early, and so you know right where we were.
I was on time.
You were on time, so thank you for coming here twice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Tell me
Sure.
what Right at Home is.
Sure. So Right at Home is a home care business. My partner and I, my wife and I, have owned it since 2007. We started it. We're based in Westboro, and we service 34 cities and towns extending from Westboro.
34 city. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
huge.
It is. It's a large territory. So we sort of hug Route 9 and 495 South and then circle up through Worcester.
How long have you been in business?
So since 2007,
Okay.
and we started it with the belief that seniors have a right to age with dignity and independence and safely, and we help them do that in their homes.
So, with what you just said, I'm also hearing like you found a need.
Mm-hmm.
So were you in this field before?
No, actually, I've been in healthcare all my life in
Okay.
a number of different roles, and,
Okay.
and Gail has been sort of in global operations, but we saw a need for
You
it
saw
in the
this
demographic.
need. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And you said, "Hey, honey, let's start a business."
Well, she actually said that.
Oh,
So she's the
okay.
risk
What's
taker.
your wife's name?
Gail
Hi-
Hansen.
Hi, Gail Hansen.
Yeah, she doesn't like to do the camera spots, so I get
Okay.
to do the fun
Well,
things.
you're great at it.
Oh,
so
thank
that-
you.
yeah. So you just said, I mean, that must have been very daunting. Like, let's start a business?
Yeah.
Like, how do we even start? Like, what do we do?
Yeah,
Right.
so we did all the research. Right at Home is actually a franchise system, so we looked at a number of different options.
Yeah.
And we ourselves are caregivers for our own family members. Gail has a disabled uncle who we've always provided care for, and we just know how important that is, no matter your age, your sex, your orientation, what
Right.
have you. And being able to do that with respect and dignity for the individual as well as the family was very important to us.
Now, so it's not just like a senior kind of thing. Like, you take care of anybody who might need help.
Really, it's anyone 18 years and older. So we've taken care of folks that have a diagnosis of cancer and they're very young. We take care of folks that have ALS, MS, obviously Alzheimer, anything on the dementia spectrum, but people that are just aging and need some help. And we do that in a couple hours a day. We provide care that is overnight, and we have caregivers that will also live with an individual. So it's very
Wow.
intimate, one-to-one care, and some of it's very. It might just be companionship at first. It might be helping someone with transportation.
Right.
We take folks to doctor's appointments, to get their hair done, to run
Yeah.
errands,
Yeah.
maybe to go out and meet their friends if they're no longer able to drive.
So
Or-
you
or
can
one-
follow them through the different
Absolutely.
processes of
Absolutely.
life, basically. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how many cities do you go to?
34.
34 cities.
Yeah, cities and towns,
Cities
given
and
where
towns.
we're located.
You must have a large group of
Caregivers.
caregivers.
Yeah. So we have just about 100 caregivers that, and that fluctuates depending upon the size of our business and clients at any given time.
Now, any of your caregivers nurses or?
Yep, so we have a team of nurses and they provide care management, so direct care management of our clients. So they support the clients and what the care plan needs to be and how that changes over time. And then they're also working directly with the caregivers who are providing that care so that it's appropriate. We're supporting the caregivers because they are one-to-one with that individual. It's not like you're in a facility.
Right, right. Now, talk me through this. I'm just learning about you, and so
Sure.
are our viewers. You would obviously, I would call you. You would come into my home,
Yep.
and you'd assess the situation, what the needs are, and then you find the correct path to
Right,
take. And
right.
and does insurance cover any of this?
So I'll answer the first part and then the second
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
So it really starts with a phone call. And what we say to everyone is the phone call is free. Start the conversation, whether it's for yourself or
Yeah.
for a loved one.
Yeah.
And so you call us, you talk to someone like myself, anyone on our team, one of our nurses, and we understand sort of what prompted the call and can we assist.
Right.
If we can't assist, then we'll provide a number of resources and suggestions. But we do provide a free in-home assessment, and some folks might be like, well, geez, I don't know if I want you to come to my home. You can come to our office. We can meet for coffee. We've done that with folks who meet at Dunkin' Donuts if that's sort of
That's their comfort zone.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so ultimately we do want to see the home to make sure, like if there are
course,
any safety
yeah.
issues and
Yeah.
what have you. But we'll go ahead and then set up a care plan based on what that individual needs. And like I said, it's customized care. So
Right.
it could be a couple times a week in varying frequencies or what have you.
And then you also have like a live-in kind of thing, you said?
Absolutely, right,
Wow.
right, exactly. And so then to answer your question about how is it paid for? So presently it is private care.
Yeah.
There are some, you had on an earlier show, Joan and Ben with Elder Services
Yes,
of Worcester.
yes.
So Elder Services of Worcester is what's considered an ASAP or an Aging Service Access Point. There are multiple entities like that throughout the state of Massachusetts. They do provide a network of providers who can offer discounted or subsidized care. It is limited typically in the amount that an individual would get, but we always encourage folks to call their ASAP, whatever jurisdiction they're in, to at least understand if they will qualify for care. And if they don't qualify for care, then we can certainly provide that care. There's a veterans benefit that provides care, long-term care insurance, but largely it's out of pocket. The good news potentially on the horizon is that I believe it's 2021, the managed Medicare and Medicaid programs will start to look at what are considered non-medical care services and provide some coverage for that. So it's on the
see. So
horizon,
that's on
and
the
they're
horizon, yeah,
recognizing
yeah,
that
yeah.
People want to age in their home. It's less expensive to age in their home, but
It is, isn't
but
it?
affording it is a whole different story.
Right. I at this point in my life, my my parents, my mom, is nowhere near needing any kind of that help. But I do know many people who are in facilities, let's say, right?
Yep.
And I had no frame of reference for that, so I was unaware how astronomically expensive it is.
Yep.
I mean, it's thousands and thousands
Yep.
and thousands.
Start saving now.
A month.
Yeah.
That's a month.
Absolutely. Right. And
Start saving now. Oh my God.
Right. Well, that's for your viewers that are younger and watching us.
Yeah.
You know,
If you're 7 years old or 8. Yeah.
It's extremely expensive, and one of the
is.
things is that folks don't realize is that when they go into a residential setting, and residential settings are wonderful, and what we like to say is home care isn't for everyone, nor is residential settings. So it's really about
Right.
finding what the best fit is and understanding what your needs really are.
But speaking specifically from my standpoint and my family, I would love my mother to stay in her home as long as she wants to, and I think that's what most people. Is that what most people want?
Yes, generally speaking, absolutely. And one of the things that's really important too, specific to the LGBT community, is that, you know, when you think about sort of those that are aging now, like, so folks that are younger than me are living in an environment where, generally speaking, there's a greater acceptance.
Yes.
You know, it's harder to even find a gay bar to go to, right?
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
than it used to be when I was much younger. But the reality of it is that if you're in your, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s now, going into a residential setting, you're not with your community peers.
Right.
You're with other peers,
Yeah,
and so that can be really like things like, are you in a male-female ward? What if you want to be there with your partner? So those are things that in a residential setting, you know, when you're in your home, it's your home, and we treat that as a very sanctified space.
Now, we've got about 30 seconds left,
Sure,
unfortunately.
that's okay.
How can our viewers reach out to you if they find the need to for your services?
Sure. So our website is rahewc.com. Our phone number is 508-599-1122. And we're on Facebook as well at rahewc.com, and I'd love to talk to you at any time.
Now, since we have like 10 seconds
Sure.
left, I read an article last week that in New York they're starting an LGBTQ retirement home.
Yes.
Yeah, that's promising.
There are some around
There's
Florida.
there are some in
Yep,
Florida. That's
yep,
wonderful.
yep,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a pleasure.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
I learned a lot.
All right, likewise.
I keep
Thanks.
learning. So keep learning with us. We'll be back.
Hi, Dale. Hi, everyone. It's me, Miss Lady Sabrina, and I'm back. Now, I've gotten a few requests about friendships. So let's address friendship, shall we? I think it's important when you're talking about friendships, you know, friendships go through a lot of changes, you know, the longer that they go on. You know, you kind of have to sometimes renegotiate friendships because what worked when you were 20 doesn't work when you're in your 40s. You know, there just needs to be a better understanding. Sometimes you need to just remind people of a certain respect level. So here's the thing. You know, when you're looking at friendships, you have to kind of understand that the person that you're talking to doesn't understand that what they're doing is unacceptable, even though you think they should. So sometimes it's up to us to kind of set the rules to how we want to be treated. I think one of the things that is important in friendships is talking to people in a way that you would want to be spoken to. You know, not yelling, not carrying on, not cutting people off, you know, allowing someone to kind of get their thought out. Now, if you don't agree with that thought, that's fine. But at least try and understand where the person is coming from so you can then respond intelligently rather than just waiting for them to stop speaking so you can get your point through. You know, I think it's good manners. It's good raising. Let people finish speaking. Give your friend the respect that they deserve. And in turn, expect that respect in kind. Sometimes, you know, people stop talking for the smallest things, which could get resolved with just a simple conversation. Sometimes having a conversation with a person, either in person or over the phone, sometimes can be a little too emotionally charged. Sometimes you need to text it, but you have to be very careful when you text because there is no tone in text and people can take it the wrong way. I think the big thing is that if you're talking to someone and they assume that you're attacking them, why does that person feel that way? Why does that person, feel like that someone who cares about them would come at them that way? Sometimes, most arguments are because you're not listening. You're not sitting there and letting a person kind of describe what bothered them. Give them, the space to kind of feel it out because maybe they don't know how they feel. Maybe while they're talking to you, they're figuring it out. So you just be kind of the silent witness and sit and listen. All right, I hope that works out for you. I love you all, and keep the questions coming. Lady Sabrina.
Hey kids, welcome back to New England Pride TV. I am joined right now by my friend. I also stalk him on Instagram. I think you know that, right?
Yeah, we both stalk each other too.
Okay, all right. This is Joshua Croak, who is doing so many inspiring, wonderful things for the LGBTQ community. And let's just dive right into it. First of all, I met you because you created a wonderful kind of platform called Love Your Labels. Let's start there.
Yes.
And is Love Your Labels your brainchild? Is that your?
It is a brainchild of myself and a group of people. The event that you attended was actually our first event, which was this photo campaign to bring people together,
yes,
celebrate
yeah.
the intersection of identity,
Yeah.
bring people together, build community, and that really catalyzed an amazing last year. 2018 was our first year as an organization. We're focused on representation, inclusion, and how we can help people explore their individual identities and continue the fight for equality.
The event itself, the photography event, that's what you're referring to? Mm-hmm. What a wonderful feeling of camaraderie. It was just, and that was photographed by our friend, Mike Hendrickson.
Yes, Mike Hendrickson.
Who I've worked with twice since then, who is very talented. Mike just did an amazing wedding at the Boston Science Museum for two gentlemen who got married, and the pictures were stunning, so shout out to Mike. We love you, Mike. So we'll go from Love Your Labels, which people can look up on Facebook.
Yep, you can find us on Facebook at Love Your Labels. loveyourlabels.org is our website. More info.
Now, do you go out and speak to different organizations about Love Your Labels? Have you done that yet?
We've done a little bit of that, yeah. We've had some conversations with organizations because one of the things that we're focused on with Love Your Labels is how do we best represent the intersection of different identities, right?
Yeah.
So the LGBT community has been a very strong focus of ours, but also working with communities of color and people with varying abilities and really representing that we're all people. We should all be, fighting for each other and be represented in media and society and in the workplace, et cetera.
And I think that's happening slowly. It's little by little. It's happening. Since I started this show, we're gonna be starting season 6.
That's amazing.
Which is
Congrats,
amazing.
yeah.
But one of the things that I've really noticed from start to where we are today is it's more fluid. It's all encompassing. It's much more accepted. At least on my part, I think fluid is the key word. It's Love Your Labels, but sometimes we don't even want or need labels, and I agree with that totally.
Right, and that's one of the biggest things about the Love Your Labels campaign, which kind of flips the script on our conversation around labels.
It makes you have a conversation.
It makes us have a conversation. It
Right.
focuses on these are components of people's identities that describe but don't define who they are.
Right. Absolutely.
My queer identity might mean more to me than someone else's queer identity means to them, right?
And you had them list like 3 things.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was
It's
clever.
like-
That was very clever.
It's like, what are things that you associate with yourself or society associates with you that you want to either change a dialogue on or just acknowledge that, yes, this is part of who I am, but it doesn't mean that you should treat me any differently
Right.
because of these things.
Right.
You should be accepting of all people.
And the other thing that I definitely want to get to and talk a lot about is last year I went to I think it was your first event, which was a fashion
was,
show.
yes.
What was the name of the fashion show?
Queer AF.
Queer AF.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't know what AF means, it doesn't mean always friendly, but that's what I tell my mother it means.
It actually, for our show, it's Queer AF Art and Fashion. It's an art and fashion show.
Art and fashion.
Yep.
Very clever. Once
Thank
again.
you.
So I went to the venue, which Electric Haze, they're a sponsor. Yay, they love you. Fabulous turnout.
It was. It was.
What a great show! You had so many terrific designers, and you had such a wonderful mix of models. I love that. Now, this year's you're going to have your second one, and
Yes.
you've gone to a bigger venue already.
We have, yes.
All right.
We moved to Bull Mansion, so Victoria Mariano and the team there has been amazing, letting us use Electric Haze and being supportive of that, and now moving into Bull Mansion. We're really excited because of the turnout last year.
Yes.
We were like, we need more tickets.
I think it was absolutely standing room only.
It was.
And I only say that because I was standing.
Yeah. It was great, and we had incredible designers. You know, we featured Sweet Jane's Designer Consignment,
Right,
which is an
right,
amazing
yes.
consignment shop here in Worcester.
Yep.
So really supportive of the community and things that are going on here. So we're really excited for the second one.
Which is going to be when?
So it's going to be March 1st, which is a Friday night, 7 to 10.
Right.
It's going to be great, followed by Airspray, which is the queer dance party. That's bi-monthly
And
here in the city.
It's happening at 55 Pearl Street in Worcester at the historic, beautiful Bull Mansion in their showroom. If you haven't been there, please go and see this venue. It's fantastic. We need to support them because they support us. And you said VIP tickets are also.
Yes, VIP tickets are our first round of tickets that we launched. They're $50 a person.
Yep.
It includes a reception with a champagne toast with designers, models, and performers who are going to be at the event prior to the event, and then it includes front row seating right along the runway.
Love that.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. Very Anna Winter.
Yes. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very, yes.
Now, designers, you're seeking designers, or
We're
you have
currently in the
designers?
process of
Okay.
chatting with some designers. We're always looking for more designers to get involved in either this show or other ones. The one that we do have confirmed is our friend Sam Donovan.
That's where I
who
wanted
was-
you to go.
Yes.
All right, Sam. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam. Sam was in our first show, and he was absolutely amazing. The models that he worked with just couldn't say enough good things
Right.
about him. And he's on board for this next one, and he's actually working to develop a youth program with us right now.
A youth program for fashion.
Yes.
Which is going to be taking place where?
It's going to be taken at the Creative Hub Hadley Space.
All right.
Yes, and so working with Laura and Stacy, who are both on our board for Love Your Labels, is going to be an amazing opportunity to introduce students and young people to fashion design, but we're talking about fashion as a means of expression and as a means of identity and exploring what that means. So encouraging youth to use fashion as a way to express themselves,
Yes.
explore who they are, as well as learn about how they can be supportive to other people in their class, in their social circles, in their family who are going through different experiences.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So the fashion show that's coming up, I want to just say, first of all, I know you host it, but you should be a model.
Oh, stop. Well, okay, so I hosted it last
No,
year.
I'm not
we
stopping.
Have not confirmed, we have not confirmed that this year. But it was so much fun to host. I hadn't been on a stage doing that in forever. It was a lot of fun.
Which blows my mind because I know for a fact that this guy is also a great singer. You've sung for one of my benefits, which
Yeah.
was a terrific event.
It was great.
The Queer Comedy Night.
Yes,
yeah.
Queer Comedy Night, and that was so
and you
much
sang
fun.
something from Dear Evan Hansen, I think, right?
No, it was a writer, of course, and now the name is escaping me.
That's
But it's
all right.
about
Just
the
make it up.
It's about coming out to your mom on the
Right,
phone.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. So we've got like 2 minutes left for this interview. I know it goes by so fast.
It does.
But people, I want you to reach out. I want you to look up Love Your Labels, which is on Facebook, and I think it's also loveyourlabels.org.
Yep, .org.
And what is the name of the fashion show again, please?
Queer AF, Art
Queer
and Fashion.
AF, right?
Yep.
Which is a terrific name
Thank you.
because art and fashion. A lot of people don't see the AF and they don't know what it is. I just bought a shirt that said, now I'm going to say art and fashion. I'm totally going to steal that line.
Perfect.
So it's happening on.
March 1st.
Tickets can be bought where?
Yes, they can be bought on Facebook or Eventbrite.
And
Just
type
look
in
up Queer AF
Queer AF,
2019.
okay.
You should be able to find it.
And if you can get the VIP tickets, I recommend that you do that because this event is so well attended that having those front row seats would be such a bonus. I looked at my schedule on the phone while we were waiting to film, and I do not have a gig that night, so I will be attending, representing New England Pride TV, me and my hubby. Eventbrite, all that's happening, and unfortunately, we are out of time. I hope we got everything in, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Instagram, follow us on Instagram.
Well, I do stalk him on Instagram, and he's going to the gym now, so that's why I follow him.
Trying.
Yeah. Oh no, you're doing great, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with so much more of New England Pride TV right after this.
Hey, it's me, Amy T, with another segment of Experimental Comedy Therapy. Today I'm at Luke Adams Glass Blowing in Norwood and taking a class and learning how to blow a glass ornament. So included in the Groupon, you're able to make a paperweight, an ornament, a pumpkin. Girls and I had a great time. So check out Luke Adams Glass Blowing in Norwood. You can get a great deal on Groupon. It was a couple-hour class. We all got to make something really fun. And until next time, remember, be responsible for the energy you bring into this world. Practice compassion and tolerance. This is Amy T with ECT.
Thank you for tuning in and watching us here on New England Pride TV. Once again, I hope you learned something. I learn. Every show we learn,
Yes.
right?
We have great guests.
On my way into work today, I passed a sign and it said, "Get up, show up, don't give up." And I think we all need to remember that because we all can get so sidetracked.
Yes.
As you know, if you've been following me on Facebook, my anxieties have been flaring up through the roof, and I'm doing what I can to control them. I tried the CBD oil, which didn't work for me, but I'm going to be trying other things. But please don't be afraid to be yourself. And we're gonna end this the way we always do, and it really means so much to say this. Please don't be afraid to shine your light.
Because you might be lighting the way for someone in need.
Truly.
Happy New Year.
Until next time.
Tune in, show us you've got New England pride. Show us you've got New England pride. Stand up, shout out, show us you got New England pride. Show us you've got New England pride. Shabba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bee. New England Pride.